What is going on, beautiful people? It's your boy here, Wesley from ACONNECTIONTV here on YouTube, the one place on the World Wide Web where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences, and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time seeing me, definitely follow me on my social media, Instagram and Twitter at ACONNECTIONTV. Now, I'm sure y'all read the title of this video, and I am going to be reviewing, not reporting, okay? Because I'm a reviewer, not a reporter, all right? I'll review the episodes as I see them, as they are on my screen, as it is edited, okay, baby? I don't know about the ins and the outs because my mind can't keep track of everything, as you'll see as I talk about this particular episode. But I want to talk about The Circle. We are on season 5, episode 1, entitled Single and Ready to Mingle. Now, apparently this particular season is going to revolve around single folks. Interesting, because episode 1, there are some people not single. But I guess that's the gag, right? Because the gag is, shout out to Keke Palmer. I love her. Congratulations on your pregnancy. Let's start with the cast of this particular season. We start this episode off with Xanthi. She's a school teacher, all right? No, she's not. She's a model. Yeah, that's what she is. She's a model going on the show to play a school teacher. I don't see how she figured that profession would be the best one for her. But I mean, she's not like, it's not like she's like catfishing. Really, she's just lying about her profession. I don't know. I guess it's, what's worse, catfishing or lying about your profession? I think they're both one and the same. So I guess she's aligned with how the show works, I guess. Xanthi right off the bat is giving me, she ain't gonna be here too long. That's what I'm getting right off the rip. She not gonna be here too long. Usually the pretty girls don't last long. If you've noticed, a lot of the winners of the season haven't been that pretty, except for the one that was married to that fine ass husband. I don't know his name. I can't remember her name. But she was pretty, but she wasn't like, no, she was pretty, but she was like, I don't know, she wasn't like supermodel pretty. Like all the people that look supermodel-esque, the men and the women, they always get out first. That goes to show you how people feel about themselves, and they be wanting to get the pretty people, the pretty people out. But I don't care if you fine, I'm fine too, baby. I ain't gonna vote you out because you look better than me, because 9 times out of 10, you won't be looking better than me. Right, at least that's how you got to think, people. That's how you got to feel. But a lot of these people don't be feeling like that. Oh, she too cute, let's get her out. That's what a lot of these people be thinking. Then we get Brian. I don't know how I feel about Brian. Brian's 47, he look it, and he playing his daughter Brittany. And I'm like, okay, all right, let's see how this go. I don't know, I mean, like, you can miss me with him. You can miss me with him. Like, he could go. Like, right off the rip, he could go. I just, whatever. Then we get Brett popping on my screens, and I'm like, I know him. Where he from? Where he from? And you know, my memory sucks, so I'm not remembering where he from. But I'm like, I know he was on something before. Why he on here? And he was on Big Brother 20. He came in 6th place. And I'm like, oh, yeah. That's why I saw him before. He came in 6th place, so you know, it's like you can't be too mad. But Brett ain't really doing too hot this first episode. But you know, Brett's still a cutie. You know, he from Vegas, he 28 years old. He's still a little cutie or whatever. But it's like, I don't know. I don't know. What he gonna do this season? I don't know. Then we get Raven. Interesting. Right off, I'm getting interesting right off the rip. Like, I'm getting interesting right off the rip because I think her interpreter came on first, if I'm remembering correctly. But then it was like, oh, this is Raven, and she deaf as F. And I'm like, oh, this is pretty interesting. Like, okay, this is dope. The interpreter, baby, is like gay as F. And I'm like, oh, okay. But that's cute. Like, I like how he interpreted for her or whatever the case may be. But I think this is so dope. And it's like, immediately, I'm like, whoever are the casting directors with the Netflix series, The Circle, they do an amazing job. And I think like a lot of these other reality shows need to take note, because right off the rip with these 4 people, I'm like, diversity out there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm appreciative of it. And she deaf as F. Like, I'm thinking she got a cool energy, cool vibes. I'm loving the hair, you know, the yarn braids. I think it's dope. I think she's gonna be real dope. And so y'all, then next to come up on my screens is fine ass Marvin. Now Marvin was supposed to be on Big Brother. You right? Like, he was supposed to be on Big Brother, and he's a personal trainer and all that, body body down. 27. But I'm like, I'm so glad he wasn't on Big Brother. Like, he giving me way too young vibes. Like his whole energy and personality, and for whatever reason, he don't want to close his mouth. I don't know why, but his mouth just stay open. It's on the open all the time. You look at him, his mouth open. He's smiling, his mouth open. He talking, his mouth open. He's sleeping, his mouth open. His mouth is open. And maybe it's the braces. I don't know. But Marvin, that body is everything. I think Marvin only got one piece of, like, his hair is on top of his head. He ain't got no hair. Well, I don't know, but Marvin fine. Okay, now we're gonna get to my girl Sam, and I'm saying she my girl because I like the way she talk. Yeah, she from BK, right? She from Brooklyn. She 34. She a freelance makeup artist, and her whole swag, like, oh, I need to be on a show with her. Cause we would get along. I love her. Run off rip. I'm just getting good vibes, good energy, authenticity, and I'm vibing with her like straight up. I love Sam, and she better win the show, right? That's what I'm feeling. That's the vibes I'm getting. When she said, I think she had a line when she was like, I'm gonna be stuck to you like herpes or something. She said like that, and she cursed it like, she sis to me. I love Sam. Then we get CHAZ, 28. He's called Shampoo Poppy. He's from Jersey. CHAZ is like a me. Like he like I feel like him and I will vibe. I feel like him, me, and Sam, like we could vibe. CHAZ is real cool. He's engaged, been engaged for 4 years, or been in his relationship for 4 years, something along them lines. He called Shampoo Poppy, and I'm thinking Champagne Poppy, that's where you got that from? Whatever. But CHAZ is giving me another authentic, real deal, holy kind of feel kind of dude. I'm vibing with him. I like the swag, I like the look. And what I even really appreciate with him is that he like gay, but not like snapping in the fingers and being, you know, that gay. He's like a me gay, you know? And it's like, I like to see that on TV. I know a lot of y'all be all in y'all feelings, toxic masculinity. But you know, I could be the same thing and be like, toxic femininity. Stop it. Everybody need an equal spot on TV. And I'm glad CHAZ is on my TV screen, straight up. Then we get to BILLIE-JEAN is not my love. She catfishing Bruno. And I don't know why she chose the pics of Bruno. Like when Bruno came on the screens, Bruno was fine. And I was like, oh, okay. But then BILLIE-JEAN came on and I was like, what? She 25 and I'm like, all right, she from UK. And I'm like, again, this is a diverse cast, you know what I'm saying? But I'm feeling like her interpretation of Bruno, she got to go. Bruno got to go. Don't you say Bruno, no. However the song go. And so, you know, I'm intrigued by this. Not intrigued. I'm ecstatic by this casting choice because, again, it's a diverse group of individuals. Everyone seems to be on one. Like, you know, when you get on TV, I can imagine how the little conversation go before they walk into the door. Now, look, y'all, like when y'all get into this apartment, y'all gotta be like extra, like in all caps. Like you can hear the producers in the back. Caps. Like you can hear them in the background. And they be like, okay, give me a smile. Bigger. Right, now give me that attitude when you go in there. All right, Raven? And she's like, yeah, all right. And then the interpreter's like, yeah, she said, yeah, all right. And then Marvin's like, yeah, all right. Yeah. I'm like, okay, this is about to be interesting. But Marvin go in and he like do a suplex body slam on the Walmart bed that they got in the apartment, and then you hear like the snap and it break apart. I'm like, baby, you's too big and too fine to be jumping on beds like that. What are we talking about? Sam come in and her accent is like, yeah, what up? What we do? What it do? Like, yo, me, like, woo. I'm like, girl, I'm here with her. And so they play the game, who are you? And this is where things get a little interesting, which, like, honestly, I need to do this on my Instagram. Ooh. This is where things get interesting. So Xanthi picked that she would rather be successful. There was a question that said, do you want to be powerful, successful, happy, or something else. And she picked successful and everybody else picked happy. Popular, successful, powerful, and happy. And so immediately I was like, I would rather be happy, because if you're happy, life is great no matter what. You know what I'm saying? So in life, like, if you're happy, you could be broke and happy, you could be rich and happy, you could be successful and happy, you could be, you know, not successful and happy. You know what I'm saying? So for me, happy would have been a choice. But Xanthe picked not successful. She picked successful. And I'm like, if you're happy, you're successful. If you're happy, you're powerful. If you're happy, you're popular. Like, at least that it could go that way because you're happy. Cause I'm happy. Then we get the question about relationships. Something about relationships. Have you done this in relationships or whatever? Something along them lines. And they had the options of cheated more than once, cheated once, never cheated, or don't want to say. And to be honest, you know, I wouldn't have been that PC about it. I would have been as honest as possible too, like Sam was. Sam said she cheated more than once. And I was like, damn, like, ooh, like you gonna be the only one? Girl, you gonna be the only one talking about you a liar. You a liar, you a deceiver, you a cheater. And so that could come across like, ooh, she know how to lie, I don't wanna, or ooh, she honest. Right away, when Sam picked that one, homeboy CHAZ was like, ooh, she telling the truth. Like, I rocks with her. But like, I don't know, CHAZ, because if you look at it like that, you know what I mean? Like, she a liar, she a cheater, she a heartbreaker. And then Raven said she cheated once. I be wondering, how did that go? Like, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be funny. Don't even do that. Don't do that, peoples. Don't do that, because we adopted similar connections despite our differences. But I be wanting to know, like, you know what I'm saying? Because just because she deaf, that don't mean she dealing with deaf dudes. Like, you know, but not everybody know how to do sign language. So how does that work? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to figure that out. I'm trying to figure that out. And then it's like, let me stop right there, because I ain't gonna do it, because baby, I got a lot of questions. But you know what? I'm gonna wait till these episodes. I'm gonna wait till we get to the next episode. So the first chat that we see on screen is Marvin hitting up Brett. And every other word, every third word is a bro. And, you know, Marvin is, you know, bigging up Brett, saying that he looked like the Hulk and all of that. And I'm like, compared to you, nah. Not unless Brett is like 5'6" and you're like, no, not unless Brett is like 6'2" and you're like 5'8", could he be Hulk? But like Marvin's body is ridiculous. I couldn't see him. I couldn't see him on Big Brother. I'm sorry. I just see him getting swayed by everybody and everything. But then to get on the same side, I'm like, would he have been on the Taylor hate train? I don't know, because in his little bio, he said he's cool with the LGBTQ. So I don't know, like maybe he's good with equal. I don't know if he would have been on the hate train. We'll never know. We'll never know. But the way he's maneuvering now, I really don't think so. I really think him and Taylor would have been, I don't know. We got to see. I'm I don't know. Bruno invites Xanthe for a private chat, and you know, Bruno, being played by BILLIE-JEAN, is like hitting on Xanthe, like, ooh, baby girl, let me look in between them legs. Something along them lines, she getting freaky, and in the back of my mind, I'm like, Bruno ain't that hot to be trying to mac with Xanthe. No shade, BILLIE-JEAN. So now the homie, in my mind, CHAZ, starts to chat with the sis, in my mind, Sam, and Britt, who's played by Robert, what's the boy name? What's that old man name? Robert or Ricardo, or just the old man, the old one. Brian. That's the, he forgettable. My bad. But, you know, CHAZ is communicating, and, you know, Sam comes out and she's like, you know, I shouldn't have told y'all that I'm a cheater, a heartbreaker, and a lawyer. And then, you know, CHAZ's like, nah, it's cool. You did your thing. You should have said that. Like, it's honesty, like, you know, and Brian is like, yeah, y'all, I'm just so happy we're here. And I'm like, what? She over here talking about she mad that she cheating. He over here talking about I'm happy that we still here. And then CHAZ peep game. CHAZ is like, ooh, I don't know about her. Cause, you know, she not really giving me too much. I'm gonna have to put her on the back burner. And I'm like, CHAZ, we here, CHAZ. We here, CHAZ. CHAZ is out here trying to get people to, you know, speak on what they feeling. And, you know, Brian is like, yeah, I don't want to do that right now. You asking me too much. I don't even know you, homie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Brian is being a 47-year-old, 48, 47, older than me. Brian is being that. And I'm like, okay, he's showing his age. Because Britt would have been like, Britt would have been into me, but Brian not. So y'all, we get into this like amazing plot twist in the circle, something that has never been done before, ever. And we're at season 5, episode 1. And for the first episode, they have to pick 2 people to block. This means, to me, this means that the cast is about to be like 75 thick. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, all right, this is about to be a long season, or maybe not. I don't know. But they're always like throwing these wrenches in the mix so you could never know what the circle's gonna be like, which I think is pretty cool. So Xanthi would end up blocking Raven. No, Marvin. I don't know why I say Raven. Marvin. And Marvin's upset about that because Marvin actually rated Xanthi high. In my mind, I'm not understanding why Xanthi would rate Marvin like to block, you know, to block him. You know, Xanthi ends up not being an influencer, but baby, they got to announce their stuff publicly. And I'm thinking to myself like, yo, this is, ooh, like what's about to go down? Like you showing all your cards right off rip, first episode, yikes. Bruno would block Brett, and Bruno's not the influencer. Sam would block Brett, and Brett is not the influencer. Yikes, 2 votes against Brett. Brett will block Sam, and Brett's not the influencer. And I'm like, what's going on with that? What's going on with that? I don't know. Raven would block Brett, and I'm like, okay, so based on the episode that I saw that was edited, there wasn't a lot of communication that Brett was having with the circle when they all were communicating and chatting, which just made no sense to me. Like, you're on Big Brother, you should know how to talk to people. You made it to the 6th spot. Like, come on, bro. Like, what's going on? And so everybody is like, well, not everybody, but a lot of those people are looking at Brett like he ain't even really in the mix. Do we really want him to be involved? Goes to show who really doesn't watch Big Brother. But I thought the Big Brother like situation was like huge, but it's not. Raven ends up being the influencer and Brett is blocked. Dang, like you come from being 6th place in Big Brother to being blocked first, right off rip on the circle. What? Brittany will block Bruno. Britt is not an influencer. Marvin and CHAZ are the 2 last people left to get their block responses, and Marvin will block Stan. And in my mind, I'm like, really? Then I start thinking about, dang, maybe he would have blocked Taylor. In my mind, I'm thinking that. In my mind. Because in my mind, I'm like, why would you block Sam? In my mind. But he date pretty white women. That's what he give me. But I could be wrong. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm usually not. I don't know, but what y'all feel like? Ooh, I don't know. Ooh. CHAZ would block Xanthi. And I'm like, oh, this is getting good. This is really getting good here. Like, what's finna go down? And so, of course, the circle go off with us not knowing who the 2 influencers, the second influencer, the second influencer is with Raven, because Raven is one. And I'm like, dang, who else about to go? So if Sam go home, I'm blocking the rest of this show. Like, well, no, because CHAZ ain't here, and I like CHAZ. But Sam and CHAZ are my top 2 right now. I don't really care about anybody. I don't really care about anybody else. But I hope CHAZ is the influencer. Because Xanthi could go, like, miss me with Xanthi. But then again, it's that pretty women complex, you know, all the ugly people get the pretty people out first. I don't know. I'm just hoping that Sam does not go home. I like Sam and I like CHAZ. What do y'all think about the first episode so far? Let me know if y'all want me to continue with this season. This is my first time reviewing The Circle. I just hope it stay juicy. I hope it stay good. Anyways, leave your comments below. If this video gets 25 likes, that is so easy to do. That is so easy to do. Get this video to 25 likes, I will do the next episode. Click that like button, click that subscribe button, and follow me on my Instagram and Twitter at ACONNECTIONTV. Deuces.